While the city decides how to restrict your water use, Chris 6 News is there with what you need to know. Just ahead, changes to Corpus Christi's drought contingency plan are flowing in. Will you be allowed to wash your car or water your lawn? And what comes next? Neighborhood News reporter Suzanne Stevens has answers coming up. Also at City Council, get your brakes checked because speed limit changes are coming to your neighborhood. Neighborhood News reporter Tony Jaramillo speaks to local business owners and neighbors about how this affects them. And we're sailing closer and closer to the start of Buck Days. Stick around for today's update from the event. Chris 6 News starts now. And we thank you for joining us. I'm Andy Lascano. We begin at City Hall, where tempers flared as residents debated the future of the city's water supply. The protests kicked things off with demonstrators rallying against proposed water restrictions as council approved the latest draft of the drought contingency plan. Some residents argue the plan disproportionately benefits industry while leaving residents with tougher restrictions. Neighborhood News reporter Suzanne Stevens spoke with Councilman Eric Cantu, who said it's not industry's fault that we're in this situation.
The reason we're here today is because city staff, city managers, and city councils oversold our water, period. And now we have to pay the price.
While the drought contingency plan focuses on short-term restrictions, Cantu also voiced concerns over the long-term solution proposed in the form of the Inner Harbor Desalination Plant. Desalination supporters argue the plant could provide a long-term sustainable water source and is one of the few viable options for the city's future. Cantu called for an additional study on the effects of the desal plant, which will be discussed at next week's meeting. Now, as Suzanne mentioned, Council has approved revisions to the city's drought contingency plan. And to see what those changes are, you can go to our website, christv.com, or just scan that QR code on the screen with your smartphone to go directly to that page. Might want to check those brake pads on your car because Council just approved a speed limit adjustment today for two busy roads. The two locations are on Weber between Saratoga and the Oso Creek Bridge and Ennis-Joslin between SPID and Ocean. The motion will lower the Weber stretch from 40 miles an hour, or it'll lower it to 40 miles an hour. And the Ennis-Joslin stretch, they'll be lowering it to 35 miles an hour. Our Neighborhood News reporter Tony Jaramillo spoke with Councilmember Roland Barrera about the changes.
In the interest of safety, they reduce it to that speed so that way anybody that's traveling faster doesn't cause any accidents.
Well, Council will have a second reading of the item at next Tuesday's meeting. Well, there's a big shakeup at Corpus Christi Animal Care Services. The director, Kathleen Chapa, has resigned. Chris 6 News has learned Chapa requested a demotion. She'd been appointed director in May last year. She lacks animal care experience, but was hired despite competing against 10 candidates with veterinary experience. Her annual salary, $155,000. Chapa will remain in her current role until a replacement is found. She also plans to apply for another city position. Chris 6 has new details about the leak of personal information in the city of Taft. On Monday, several Taft neighbors reached out to 6 Investigates when it was discovered the agenda for Tuesday's City Council meeting contained some residents' private information. The post included 34 residents' names and driver's licenses. 7 residents also had their social security numbers leaked as well. The agenda was removed from the website after we contacted several council members, and a statement from the city blamed it on human error. This incident is expected to be discussed at tonight's Taft Council meeting, and Neighborhood News reporter Adam Beam will have that story for us tonight on Chris 6 News at 10. Well, a woman is dead tonight after being hit by a car on the south side. Last night, police received the call about 10 p.m. When they arrived on the scene, they found the victim, identified as 41-year-old Sonia Lewis, lying in the street. She was taken to a hospital where she later died. Investigators say the victim was crossing the street and did not have the right of way. The driver stayed at the scene and cooperated with police. The case remains under investigation. A former Corpus Christi resident was killed in a road rage incident over the weekend in Austin. He's 47-year-old Edward Espino, pronounced dead early Sunday morning. He was a former employee at Chris 6 News and Action 10 News. Austin police investigators found a shotgun wound on Espino's body, and they believe it was a homicide. The investigation is ongoing. Corpus Christi firefighters up early this morning battling a house fire on the city's west side. The fire was reported about 6 this morning on Blake Street, that's near Greenwood and Baldwin. Flames spread to some nearby trees and an abandoned vehicle in the backyard of the vacant home. Crews were able to get the fire under control before it damaged any other homes, but the cause of the blaze unknown at this time. So fire danger, as we've been reporting, continues to be a focus for our team of meteorologists. We're joined now by Julia Quady. Question is, will our conditions continue to put us at risk for fires? It sounds like it will because there's no forecast of rain.
Right now, no. I feel like I'm becoming a bit of a bearer of bad news. We just have a continuation of all these cold fronts passing on through, just giving us more dry air back into the forecast, and then dry air elevates our fire danger and then also wicks away any bit of moisture we start to begin to accumulate, so then no rainfall is going to be in the forecast. But like Andy said, we are expecting an elevation of fire danger, especially ahead for tomorrow. But right now, taking a look at our CCC Skycam over Snoopy's, we can see we got some nice coastal waters out there. Conditions are breezy. We don't have to see a bit of a shake right now with our Skycam at the moment. But other Skycams, if you watch our other shows, especially the 4 o'clock show earlier, you did see a bit of a shake on one of our Whataburger Skycams there. But with our temperatures, things are on the warm side still, especially for areas that are further inland. Look at those temperatures still into the upper 80s or into the low 90s, a little bit closer towards our coastal neighborhood, sitting with those temperatures around 81 degrees here in Corpus Christi, 79 over in Ingleside, and 76 degrees right now over in Rockport. Our winds, those are very strong and gusty for us all throughout the day today, bearing with those winds going upwards of 30 miles an hour for sustained winds clocked at 39 miles an hour at this moment over in Corpus Christi. We do have a wind advisory that is currently in place until 10 o'clock tonight, but I'll have more details on that critical fire danger ahead for tomorrow in just a bit.
Clear skies and warm weather. Sounds like a typical Corpus Christi spring break, except some say it's the exception, not the rule. I'm Michaela Chavez, your neighborhood news reporter on the South Side. The past couple of years, spring breakers that were hoping to chill outside found themselves chilling because of the cold weather. And now businesses that rely on good weather weren't seeing the numbers they were hoping for this year.
Dr. Michael Womack is the executive director at the South Texas Botanical Gardens.
Our busiest time of year starts with spring break.
But this isn't the first time I've spoken with him. In fact, it was exactly 2 years ago under different circumstances.
With the cooler weather we're expecting this weekend, we think our crowds will be lower than normal for this last week of spring break.
Dr. Womack told me they rely on admission sales to help out with day-to-day operations. But there's another factor that's just as important.
Weather makes a huge difference, particularly with the Botanical Gardens being an outdoor attraction. When it's cold or it's wet, which we usually have one of those during spring break, it definitely impacts our bottom line and our visitorship.
He says weather has been a lot better this year compared to others, maybe even too good.
The weather was so pretty, people may have just decided to go to the beach while they could last week.
Attendance at the Botanical Gardens was lower last week compared to previous years, and Womack believes there's one big reason for the drop.
We are seeing a slight decline over last year, but we think that is due to the timing of when all the schools are out. Last year, they were all out that first week. This week, it's spread over 2.
He's hoping this week, spring breakers from the Valley and Austin areas, like Valerie Salinas from Mission,
this is her first time,
make up for last week's attendance drop.
We're hoping it will all level out.
Salinas says she came with her nieces and sister.
Just an impromptu trip.
And feels the timing of their trip was perfect.
Not too hot, it's not too windy, it's just the right temperature to be outside and enjoy the beautiful place that is the Nature Center.
Our Chris 6 weather team says you can expect plenty of sun and warmer weather for the rest of the week. And that should warm things up for local businesses. With your neighborhood news on the South Side, I'm Michaela Chavez at Chris 6 Sunrise.
Michaela, thanks for that report. Coming up next, sacrificing what you love for the greater good. That's the story in this week's Veterans in Focus, and that's next.
This is Veterans in Focus, sponsored by the Heil Law Firm, battling for justice, winning for the community.
Our passions can give us a sense of purpose and identity, but what happens when life takes it away? For this week's veteran, or for this veteran, he turned his passion into a way to honor others who have served. Our Michelle Hoffman spoke with Army veteran Daniel Mesa before his health declined. He was a motorcycle enthusiast and even had his own motorcycle club.
I used to watch a lot of Hell's Angel movies back in the day, you know, where they would come out on TV all the time, and I would see all those motorcycles, and I said, man, when I grow up, I'm going to buy me a motorcycle and have my own club, you know.
Well, because Mesa couldn't ride anymore, he sold his motorcycle collection and used that money to honor veterans. Join us tonight at 6 for this week's Veterans in Focus and to find out about the memorial he created for those who served. Well, it's full speed ahead for the Buck Days STEAM Expo. You know, STEAM is an abbreviation for Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Mathematics. So the STEAM Expo, presented by Gulf Coast Growth Ventures, is a chance for young students to learn about real-world applications for STEAM concepts.
We started breaking. To have an opportunity like Buck Days, like the robotics competitions, like all the other competitions that are in place, just really sets the stage and gets kids involved at an early age with the hopes of them moving and solving bigger and better problems.
The Buck Days STEAM Expo will feature hands-on competitions and interactive exhibits. It'll be on the Buck Days Festival grounds from May 1st through the 11th. Well, today's City Council meeting began with Mayor Paulette Guajardo announcing a campaign called Lights Out Corpus Christi. It focuses on protecting the billions of migratory birds traveling through Texas. The initiative is asking businesses, neighbors, and governments to turn off non-essential lights during peak bird migration periods that last from 11 at night to 6 in the morning. Corpus Christi is joining other Texas cities with Lights Out programs, and by doing so, will be helping curb the loss of more than 3 billion birds in North America since 1970.
All right, now taking it outside, looking at our sky cam over SPID, you can see those roadways are moving pretty well with that traffic flow, not really heavy at the moment. So I want to take a look at the rest of those traffic flow maps though to get a better idea we can expect for your drive heading out the door. Heading from Portland over to the Harbor Bridge in both directions, you're looking at a pretty clear and easy drive right now. Moving out downtown Corpus Christi, expect a bit of a slowdown happening throughout parts of Ocean Drive as well as on SPID. Heading on Saratoga, a mixture of some slowdowns or medium speeds that you can expect to encounter on that roadway this afternoon. Moving on over to Flower Bluff, same thing happening on Waldron Road as well as on Flower Bluff Drive. And when you approach and leave the gate at NAS Corpus Christi, you can expect a little bit more heavier traffic flow there as well. But all clear on the JFK Causeway going to and from the island. That's it for Trafford. With Chelsea forecast coming up. Hey there, good afternoon and welcome back. I'm meteorologist Julia Quady. Got the sunshine and clear skies out there for us for this afternoon, but things are very strong in terms of those winds coming in from the southeast. Very strong gusty winds passing throughout the coastal bend, especially for areas that are along the coast. Right now, taking a look at our Whataburger sky cam of Whataburger Field, you can see that slight shake happening every now and then with our sky cam because of those strong gusty winds going upwards around 35 or even 39 miles an hour here in Corpus Christi at the moment. Taking a look at our current temperatures, though, we can see here in Corpus Christi sitting at 81 degrees, 82 over in Robstown, 84 in Mathis, a bit warmer for areas further inland out west. George West sitting with their temperature at 91 degrees and 92 over in San Diego. So we're all looking at warm temperatures no matter where you are. Maybe some areas a bit warmer than others for us for this afternoon, but the main point for our weather story today are those strong gusty winds coming in from the southeast. Like I said, winds clocking around 39 miles an hour here in Corpus Christi, 29 mile an hour winds happening over in the Bluff, and 17 mile an hour winds over in Port Aransas. Just strong winds across the area, but those are just our sustained winds. Wind gusts, those are going way faster than that and clocking at a way faster pace. We're still going to be looking at wind gusts going upwards around 53 miles an hour as we start to approach around 5, 6 o'clock this evening. We'll start to see a steady decrease in our wind gust speeds. Thankfully, as we head towards the overnight and early morning hours, we'll still be looking at consistent wind gust speed going around 21 miles an hour or more as we start to approach your Wednesday morning. So for that reason, we do have a wind advisory that is currently in place. Will continue to be in place until 10 o'clock tonight for all coastal county neighborhoods across the coastal bend right now. So that's related towards those winds that are clocking right now for sustained wind speeds around 25 miles an hour, topping at that level. level with those wind gusts of at least 45 miles an hour. But another weather maker that's going to be on our way is yet another cold front. This is not good news for us. We have yet another cold front that's going to push its way, make its way to the coastal bend as we head towards tomorrow. That's just going to reinforce more of that dry air back into the forecast, causing our dew points to further plummet back in towards that really, really dry zone. So looking ahead towards around tomorrow afternoon on your Wednesday across the coastal bend, when that dry air settles in after that cold front passes through, we'll be looking at our dew point values well below 30 in terms of your dew point values. So that means air will be very dry and dangerous, along with that dry vegetation that is already currently in place. That's going to be the reason why we're going to have yet another red flag warning that's going to go in effect tomorrow, beginning at 7 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock at night across South Texas and the coastal bend. So you just want to make sure you're practicing more of that safety in terms of not doing anything to spark any fires, because we're going to be in that level 5 out of 5 in terms of fire risk and fire danger tomorrow, back in that extreme zone on your Wednesday. We'll drop back down to very high, level 4 to 5. But again, just continuous fire danger here in the forecast. And because of this cold front's passage, rain chances aren't going to be looking promising either for the next few days. Best chance maybe looking ahead towards your Sunday with another cold front that's going to pass on by, but I'm not feeling super confident about it. So you'll see on my 7-day forecast, I do not have a rain cloud happening on our Sunday, just because it looks like right now with the models how they're shifting and progressing right now, that rainfall looks like it's going to be happening just north of us here in the coastal bend. So we will be looking at an extended dry period with critical fire danger ahead and cooler temperatures dropping down to the 70s towards the end of this week.
Julia Quady, thanks. One of the South Texas Botanical Gardens' biggest events has fallen victim to the drought. The Botanical Gardens announcing this year's Big Bloom plant sale's been canceled. The center says they're canceling because of the drought and water restrictions. The Big Bloom sale is held on the first Saturday in April and typically attracts as many as 5,000 visitors.
Girls' strength continues to dominate in San Diego. I'm Melissa Trevino, your neighborhood news reporter in San Diego. The San Diego powerlifting girls team has won the 4th consecutive state championship. I'll introduce you to the seniors who have mixed emotions on their season. I'm Melissa Trevino, your neighborhood news reporter in San Diego. The Lady Vaqueros won the Texas High School Women's Powerlifting Association 3A Division State Championship. Again, the female athletes here are taking big strides.
We're 4-time state champions. We'll always be the best.
A statement senior Taylor Ortiz will have for the rest of her life. She fell in love with powerlifting after her friend encouraged her to join.
I just really liked the environment, very friendly.
Ortiz says she goes into competition with one thing on her mind.
I wanted my team down. It's like a reward for myself too.
Ortiz, Jalen Garcia, and Jalen Lozano are just 3 members of the championship team. They tell me their last meet was a bittersweet moment.
It was just a surreal experience, being able to do what I do with my teammates and coaches. This being the last time, I'm very emotional about it, and I was very grateful to be a part of such an amazing team.
17-year-old Jalen Garcia says she feels sad, happy, and strong.
I found my identity with powerlifting.
Something Jalen Lozano agrees with.
I started lifting and it gave me like an adrenaline rush to where like I felt like myself and like I finally found a sport that I love.
Hype from the team and others keeps the senior Vaqueros going. She says they're all taking so much from each other and the sport, especially knowing that
just because it's a boy-dominant sport doesn't mean a girl can't do it.
The senior girls say they are showing their small town strength with the hopes of encouraging others to find themselves. Covering your neighborhood news in San Diego, I'm Melissa Trevino, Chris 6 News.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
So every time we talk to you about the weather, you keep coming up with these great temperatures.
Oh, well, I try.
Problem is, it's dry and it's windy, and that's not good for all of us who live in these parts.
Yeah, it's just the common denominator. When you have very dry vegetation, which we are having drought-like conditions here in the coastal bend.
Yeah, I've learned so much just from listening to you guys, all the meteorologists, about why this is happening. So,
so you have that dry vegetation matched with fast wind speeds, along with just dry conditions and dry air. It just makes it a very easy situation to have wildfires or brush fire sparks. That's why we really urge folks for the next few days this week, just continue to practice extra caution because we'll just have a continuation of these elevated fire levels getting to that critical zone as we look ahead towards tomorrow with the passage of that next cold front. We'll be in that level 5 out of 5 for that fire danger concern. So just practice extra caution ahead for tomorrow. We'll see our temperatures get back up into the upper 80s, but this cold front is going to also offer us a bit of a dip in our temperatures, dropping down to the 70s and windy conditions throughout the rest of the week and heading towards the weekend.
All right, thanks for joining us at 5. We're back again at 6 with more news from your neighborhood.